welcome back to another BL visual novel game, and today we are gonna play a newly released game which is called A Dear a Monster. And according to my Twitter feed, it is quite spicy. I have actually no clue what it is about, but I will of course censor all the spicy stuff. I am sorry, go play the game if you want to see the spicy stuff. But yeah, let's have a look at this new game. And if you are below the age of 18, bye-bye. I don't want to see you here. But everybody above the age of 18 and into a BL visual novels, come join me into this new story. Oh, the default name is Alan. Okay, so let's put in we're Alan. Today's the day. I can't believe I'm finally moving out. All those nights I spent sleeping on a pile of books, their titles imprinting on my face, it all paid off. I'm going to med school. I will never forget my aunt's face when I told her for the first time. She looked at me with something resembling love. So I'm not going to mess this up, and if I don't want to miss the bus, I'd better start packing now. I dig through a pile of clothes, separating the ones I'm taking from those I wouldn't dare to wear in public. Do I want to? Do I want my new classmates to see me in a "You shall not pass" t-shirt? Oh yes, yes we want to. I don't think so. Something catches my eye. The letter. It's still on my desk, exactly where I left it yesterday. I trace my finger against the signature. Theodore Thaddeus Porter. Why did he write to me? Why now? Yesterday, I didn't even know I had a living grandpa, and now he wants me to live with him? That's just insane. My future is set. My path is clear. I know what I'm supposed to do. So why? The letter starts glowing. Letters shouldn't glow, right? Come to think of it, why is everything gray? Why can't I remember the beginning of the day? Am I having one of those weird lucid dreams again? What do you want? The light gets brighter. I have to squint my eyes, and even then, I still feel it under my eyelids. My skin tingles as strange, unsettling warmth builds up inside my body. It fills me up so much that it becomes almost painful. Then the light fades away, and I'm not alone in my room anymore. Oh my good lord! Hello? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hello? Oh, what? Oh, like the silhouette. Who are these people? No, not people. They are all animate, bizarre energies, and I just know they are something more than human. They seem to be waiting for something, some kind of gesture or a signal from me. As I walk towards them, I realize I can't focus on their appearance. They are all blurry, like something you'd catch in the corner of your eye. Yep, this must be a dream. But why does it feel so real? I stand before them. Only now I notice I'm naked. And it's not just my body. I feel like my very soul was laid bare. But I'm not afraid. All the pain, all the frustration, all the emptiness inside me, it washes away. For the first time in my life, I feel complete. I feel like I'm home. The warmth inside my body throbs with painful intensity. It settles in the pit of my stomach. My breathe, baby, breathe! My breathing quickens, and I feel my strain against the fabric of my briefs. My body trembles with need. I want to have my body touched. I want to go to them, but I can't. There's an invisible wall between us. They have to come to me, so I lie on my bed and get ready for that. I need to censor so much already. What the hell? Okay, censorship time. So you can't see this. I'm just gonna speak what's here. I need to blur this out completely. I can't say this. Okay, this is being censored. Oh my god. Okay, we see now. I can't say anything, right? So we see something happening which is not safe. Oh my goodness. Okay, we see more. He's talking about more, you know. Okay, he's doing his morning exercise. So he's done his morning exercise. And yeah, that's what we basically saw just now. I open my eyes. I'm in my bed alone. I lay there for a while as the dream fades away. Then I get up carefully, not to squash something. Oh, hey, Alan! Great job, you stupid brain. Couldn't you wait for just a second longer? Jeez. I glance around the room. It's exactly like in my dream, but there are no guys just waiting to I sigh. The letter from Grandpa is real, and it's still on the desk. I touch the curved signature. Yesterday, I was going to write back, explain that I can visit someday, but moving in, come on. I just got accepted to one of the best universities in the country. I can't possibly miss classes. Besides, he lives too far away. But that dream, what if it was real? I mean, of course it wasn't real. I'm not stupid. But what if there's something waiting for me at Grandpa's? Something other than my life neatly arranged like porcelain dolls behind a glass. I stare at the letter, then I start packing. Okay, so a lot has already happened in the first 10 minutes. I just came to visit. It's not like I'm moving in. My aunt thinks I'm at university. She never ever mentioned Grandpa. So I had a feeling she'd have raised hell if I told her I was coming here instead. I'll have to call the admission office and tell them I'll miss my first day. But man, what a house. Why didn't anyone tell me our family is loaded? It's a pretty house. I come to the front of the door and take a deep breath. What should I say? Will he be happy to see me or will he be disappointed? Here goes nothing. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Great, he's not even home. Or didn't he hear? Why is there no doorbell? Or better yet, couldn't he just write his phone number in the letter? Who sends letters anyway? Star-crossed lovers? Old people? Kinda. Old people. My thoughts were interrupted by a loud bang coming from inside the mansion. I hear a deep manly voice shouting something. What's going on? Is Grandpa being robbed? Go save Grandpa! I open the door slowly. I want to know what's going on, but I'm not getting stabbed for that information. Stabbed! Ooh, wow, this looks pretty. My jaw drops at the luxury of the interior. Marble floors, intricately woven carpets, huge paintings on the wall. Not the typical $50 stuff I'm used to. They look old, age-old and museum-worthy. There are even a few suits of armor looking at me like I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah, I know, they kind of feel creepy. I see 3 people in the hall. Oh my goodness! Oh, whoa! Hello! Okay, you came up right in front of me. Hello. In the middle of the stairs stands a red-haired, pissed-looking dude. I'm sure as hell wouldn't like to be even on the receiving end of that glare. He's wobbling. Look at him wobble! I see a pair of horns on his forehead. I read something else there. Well, who am I to judge his style choice? He must really like leather. My eyes focus on the tight pants, particularly the part clinging to his... Why he decides to wear armor is a mystery to me. It's for my... If it's for protection, shouldn't there be more than an arm piece? I know. Not that I'm complaining. I enjoyed a few. I've seen fit guys before, but this one is on an entirely different level. 3 seconds pass and I still can't look away from his abs. Then he speaks. Gone? Yeah, right. I bet he's hiding somewhere, trembling before my wrath. Just talking with one of his minions is beneath me, let alone being turned away by it. Call your master, dog. The answer comes from one of the guys standing on the ground level. Oh my good lord! You know, like they're really in my face, you know? They're really pushing them in my face. This one's face stretches into a relaxed, maybe even amused smile. He's also buff, but this time my eyes focus more on his fox tattoo than the muscles. It suits him. He calmly puffs his pipe and combs his hair with one hand. No, he actually scratches one of his lynx-like ears. Of course, why not? One horny dude. Horny, like in horns, not the other thing. Another straight from a furry convention. Grandpa must be an eccentric person, to say the least. Ah, I remember you now. You're Iris, right? Your duel with Theodore was quite entertaining. When was it, like a year ago? Unfortunately, my answer is still the same. He is not here, and we don't know when he'll come back. It's Imbrus, the great red dragon Imbrus, for pitiful mongrels like you. Yes, in bliss, sorry? Look, I don't know what else to tell you. I would have invited you to a tea party, but I have a feeling I need crayons to communicate with you. Listen here, you little... You can call me Mono, Ingris. Oh, and this is Kimat. He points at the last person in the room. Hello? Who's the next person? Oh my good lord! Do you know? Hello? It's like, we're looking him up and down. Okay. This one looks almost sad. He has a stoic face, and somehow it feels as if his whole situation is beneath him. Okay. Then he yawns, and I understand his expression better. I often had the same look after pulling an all-nighter. He could use a nap. Mr. Imbrus, we are not trying to trick you. Theodore's location isn't known at this moment, but we will give him your message as soon as he comes back. His voice is deep, but emotionless. His jewelry chimes, and his silk robe flutters with his every movement, exposing strong, thick thighs. His features are the definition of beautiful. It's like looking at a literal piece of art. Okay? Your messages. I came here for revenge, and I will get what I want. Maybe killing one of you will convince the old... to show himself. I'm not swearing, okay? Oh, come on then. Let's see if you finally learned how to fight. They look at each other unblinking. Imbrus bares his fangs, his body tensing as if ready to strike. Momo smiles with a mocking smirk, but his movements still, and his aura changes to something deadly. I shiver. It seems they're both hesitant to deal the first blow. Oh my good lord! Dude, what are you doing? Suddenly, Imbrus snarled, his body lifting from the ground. His mouth opens, and a stream of fire explodes from within him. Where's the fire? Nope. I close the door, turn away, and go back to the gate. It's like, yeah, that would be me. Like, nope, not dealing with these crazy people. I don't care what they look like. They're crazy. I don't know who or what these people are, but frankly, I don't care anymore. That dude flew, breathed fire, and talked about killing. That's not possible. At least it isn't possible a minute ago. Now? No, not my problem. The one with the fox ear said that Grandpa isn't even here. I'm going outside, calling the police, and then going straight to campus. I understand. Once I calm down, I will write Grandpa a long letter explaining that I won't be able to visit him in the next few weeks. Or years. I open the gate, take a step, and get hit hard in the head with a blast of energy. I lose balance and end up with my ass on the ground. What was that? There's nothing in front of me. I reach out with my left hand and the air illuminates for a second. My hand is knocked back with another loud noise. I hiss in pain. Ah, my dear friend. Truly, I understand you're longing to flee. Yes, indeed, I do. But I would advise you not to attempt that again. A man offers his hand to me. His whole body seems to shimmer with strange unearthly glow. There's a horn on his head. Oh my god, Lord, unicorn! Dude! Hi, unicorn. He's beautiful. He's so shimmery and shiny. He's like, hello. I don't know if I need to call you princess or prince. You're just... I like these colors. Let's just stare at him. The barrier rejects anyone who approaches, and the more one tries, the stronger its power becomes, as well as the pain it inflicts. I would absolutely abhor seeing you in pain. So please, turn back and let me escort you to the mansion. Okay, dude. I'll come with you. You look pretty. Before I can think, I take his hand. Our eyes meet, and I feel the air buzzing around me. My skin tingles, and a strange, unfamiliar longing fills my chest. It's just like in my dream, except it's so much stronger. As if I was always meant to find him. Oh, it's love! He is the missing piece in me, the only one that can make me whole. Dude, what the hell is this? What the? I tear my eyes away. My body throbs and no! I can't say this! So I use an old trick. I think about my aunt in a tutu. Works like a charm. Okay, so things are happening. I blink a couple of times. My heart's still hammering in my chest. What was that? That was, let me explain later. He's blushing! Do you not know who I am, dear Alan? But I know you better than you could possibly imagine. Please, call me... Frank? Faden? Is that his name? Faden? Do you pronounce it like that? Faden? Okay, let's call him Faden. Faden, your grandfather and I are old friends, so I assure you, you are in good hands. Wait a minute. How old are you? Dude, how old are you? Understandable. You must have a lot of questions, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. But first, please allow me to ascertain you are without injuries from that unfortunate collision. Oh my good lord. He starts to touch my hair and shoulders as he speaks. His delicate fingers make me shiver. No marks of blood or burn. That is excellent. I would never ever forgive myself if something happened to you on the day of your arrival, or any other day for that matter. As I mentioned before, I will take care. He's interrupted by a loud slam of the front door. Imbris flies out with Momo running close behind him. Then Hikmet ambles through the door looking like he'd rather leave the party while he has the chance. What was that? Was that you coward wizard? He shouts at nothing. Are you running already? But the fun has just begun, Dragon Boy. You stupid fox! You are not worthy of my time, you two. He points at Farin and me. What happened? Did the wizard flee when he realized Imbris the mighty dragon was after him? Dude, you okay? Please calm down, dear guest. Theodore was not here, and the noise you have heard was his grandson unintentionally bumping into the barrier that imprisons us in the boundaries of this mansion. I am not your dear guest, you horse prince. This is an attack. Rather poorly executed, don't you think? Shut them, or I'll force you to dance under my flames again. Oh, you think you were winning? Fascinating. I'd love to examine that brain of yours sometimes, but then again, I might have trouble finding it. Please, shall we continue our duel? Oh my good lord. Children. Momo, stop encouraging him. I have better things to do than witness such unsightly behavior. Friends, I'm so sorry, but I cannot see what seems to be the issue here. Dear attacker, do not have a grudge against us. I'm sure we can come to an understanding if we simply sit down and have a respectable conversation about everything that has transpired. Theodore beat his ass a while ago and he came to whine about it. I came for revenge, you horse! You said that this meat sack here is the wizard's offspring? Good. Dude, stay away from me! Stay away! Stay away! Ah! There I go! Crazy dragon guy jumps straight on top of me and it's the second time in 10 minutes that I end up on my ass. He presses me to the ground and growls as he gets his face closer to mine. What is he gonna do? Dude. You know, personal space. I'm terrified, shocked, and I hate my lower part. Don't die. Don't just get... Just don't do anything. Oh, we have a choice. Choice. Which choice? Look into his eyes. Look away. Okay, are we gonna intimidate? I don't know. I like the horse prince. Oh, okay, I'm gonna look into his eyes. I'm gonna do it. Despite everything, I look into his eyes. Their amber pupils constricted into narrow slits like a cat's. Again, the air shimmers, then crackles with energy. A wave of need and longing slams into me, and I almost grasp. What's happening? A second later, Feyrim claps his hands and everything disappears into the light. I notice anger on his pretty face. It doesn't suit him. What? Oh, dude. Are you angry that I looked into his eyes? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm free again. Imber stands next to me, but Feyrim is between us facing him. Please, do not make me use violence again. I'm not fond of such primitive methods. What's that? To be completely honest, nothing special. It is but a simple spell. Do not feel bad. I'm sure you would be able to overcome anything I could conjure. You are simply bewildered. Otherwise... What? No, not your pathetic excuse for magic. I'm talking about the human. Don't you feel that? They all look at me. Oh, dude. Imber growls, then averts his gaze. Momo tilts his head with interest, and even Hikmat looks somewhat less bored. Feyrim has tears in his eyes. I think they're tears of joy. I don't understand what's happening, but then I feel it again, just like in the dream. And when I locked eyes with Feyrim for the first time, the pressure, it reverberates through my inside and coils in the pits of my stomach. My heart aches, my body throbs with a raw, painful need. I feel a call from all of them, like it's the first time in my life I am truly seen. I want to stay that way. I want them to look, to see me. Our bodies are very soul connected. I clench my shaking hand. If I stay this way, I won't know anymore where I end and they begin. Okay? I jerk my hand away. The moment passes and we all snap out of it. That weakling's supposed to be material for a master. I don't know what the old is scheming, but I'm done playing his games. I'm sure he will face me if I burn enough in this world. He runs towards the fence and jumps a couple of meters high. But the bar! Shush. Momo silences him with a gesture, and I can see the first genuine smile on his face. Imbrus catches into the barrier and the blast is much stronger than it was for me. He is knocked back, but he lands on his feet. He glares at me. I don't know how, but all of this is your fault. You and your stupid familiar call. The air behind him thickens and a yellowish circle appears. He steps through it, still facing me. Then there are only four of us left. Momo laughs. Hikmet gives me a reproachable glance. Okay. Hello. Are you glancing at me? I'm sorry, but the look of that lizard's face was priceless. Now, I suppose we need to talk with you, love. Who are you calling love? So what are you doing here and how much do you understand of what has just happened? Farin, you're sure it's Theo's grandkid? Oh, there can be no mistake. His appearance perfectly matches what I observed. Yes, I mean the last time I checked on him for Theodore. I take a deep breath, trying to calm down. Today, a lot of impossible things took place, and I have two options. Believe that none of it had happened, and I'm going crazy, or that all this is real and my definition of what is possible has to change. I think let's go for the second option. I don't like those options. I think I'm going to puke. Please be delicate, Momo. He experienced only a fraction of our world, and alas, he believes that we are nothing more than legends and myths. He doesn't know his heritage. He doesn't know hidden truths about the world. He blindly strays with no idea of his destination. He is far more than mere flesh and blood, though. We all felt that. How can we be sure he is genuinely as lost as he appears to be? Oh, he looks very lost. I have never seen him perform any kind of magic, and he was raised by Anna. As strong as my love for her is, we all know that she is not very fond of our world and or us. Yeah, anyway, can you speak, love? Are you gonna faint or puke? Yeah, I was gonna do the second part. I realize my breath is out of control, my palms covered with sweat. You said my aunt's name. How do you know her? How do you know me? Who are you? I want my voice to sound demanding, but it comes out hoarse and weak. I clear my throat and try again. My hands are still shaking though, so I know I won't fool anyone. You said that Grandpa isn't here, but he sent me an invitation, a letter. I came all this way. Why isn't he here? And why do I care? I wasn't even that excited to meet him, was I? You also talk a lot about magic. That guy from before, he called himself the Great Red Dragon. And after seeing what I saw, he really was something. There is no point denying that. I think I need a moment to process everything. Yeah, that's all. Knowledge over ignorance, a wise choice. An invitation, you say? Anyway, you don't look too good. Farin, can't you use your magic and whip up some Valium? No, I don't need that. Alas, nay, the situation that we have before our eyes cannot be fixed with magic, not permanently. He is in perfect health. It is his mind that needs remedy. He needs time and rest. I am quite certain he's going to feel better after a long bath and an exquisite meal. Well, we'd better get going then. Sorry, I didn't know it was Momo talking. I glanced at the exit. I want to go! This means I'm trapped here, doesn't it? Yeah. At least it doesn't seem like these guys want to harm me. Well, you don't know. We go towards the mansion and I feel calmer with every second. Now that I'm no longer in immediate danger, I can at least try to appreciate my surroundings again. Both the mansion and the stranger walking beside me. Strangers. Where are you looking at exactly? What? Nowhere, I mean, It's not that I mind. Whatever calms you down, eh? If we could go on to more important issues than your lust, Momo, I would much appreciate it. I don't have time for any of that. And what's so crucial that you have to do, Hickey? What are your plans? As a matter of fact, yes. Momo, you astonish me. If you thought for 1 second that our friend was looking at you with that kind of interest, well, you are sorely mistaken indeed. You are just projecting your own fascination with him. There has been no indication whatsoever, even for a second, even for a split second, that he... All right. Momo rolls his eyes and he looks at me again. getting back on track. Your grandfather is no longer with us.
What? But before you said... No way, is he?
Hickey, for someone who has gone through thousands of lifetimes, you can be such a moron. Leon isn't dead, little boy. No need to cry. He's missing though. For the last time, will you please refrain from using my name this way?
Oh, shush, Hickey.
About your grandpa, we're not sure what happened. The day he disappeared, the barrier showed up. But all of this, how is this possible? And again, how do you know my aunt? Well, we have lived here for quite some time, and this is the house where she grew up. And how it is possible? Simply magic. I guess you can see something that doesn't make sense here. You can always answer yourself, magic.
What?
My aunt knows about all of this? Why didn't she ever tell me? That is a question for her, not for us. He comes closer to me and grabs my chin to look me straight in the eye. His yellow iris reminds me of sand. His breath brings memories of midsummer wind that carries a little bit of moisture to an extreme dry day. I feel pressure on my cheek and forehead. Little pins and needles. My heart speeds up in anticipation. I need to think about all this familiar business. Maybe prepare papers. Familiar business? And that crazy dragon guy was talking about familiar call? What is it? Momo, Faden, take care of him. He releases me from his grip and goes away. He doesn't bother to look back even when he speaks. But of course I will. There's nothing quite as splendid as taking care of a person in need. Okay, dude, you're freaking me out now. It makes me reminisce about the old story, the one in which a brave traveler was terribly lost in the woods and found an empty hut that he decided to sleep in. Faden, more doing, less talking. What did Hikmet mean when he said familiar business? It's something to discuss, of course, but I think it will be better for you to relax first. You should also clean yourself for all that dirt you fancied falling into. I did not! I guess you could take one of the guest bedrooms on the second floor. The number of spare rooms we have is ridiculous. This is a fine idea indeed, but Theodore prepared a room for his grandson a long time ago. Did he now? And I have never heard of this because... You know what? It doesn't matter. Let's say I believe you for now. Faden ignores him and takes me by the hand. His skin tingles under his delicate touch. Oh, my skin. Not his skin! Oh, I just can't wait for you to see your room. It was made especially for you. I hope everything was done correctly. If you find anything amiss, do not hesitate to ask for adjustments, and I will happily oblige. Anyhow, we should get going, shall we? Lead the way. Actually, can you just give me directions? I can find... Oh my goodness! Again, another choice. So, yeah, I want to go get on all their good sides, so I'm going to go for lead the way! We go upstairs, and then through the corridor on the left, we pass many doors, and I'm wondering what lies behind them. Bedrooms, studies, sitting halls, or something completely out of this world. I can see Faden glancing at me, but he seems too focused on my hand to start a conversation. So, you lived here a long time? Oh yes, indeed. A good portion of my life. Not that it has been very long so far. Not 4 full worn... What the hell is that? Cycles have passed since I moved here. You see, I met Theodore while I was just a lad. He helped me dearly and took care of me. I await the day of your joyful reunion. He is truly an inspiring person. Yes, good for you for having him as a guardian then. That makes one of us. Oh, I do apologize. Of course, you have never met him. You are yearning for family, and here I am flaunting our friendship. How inconsiderate of me. No, it's me who's sorry. I shouldn't have vented on you. I think I'm still a bit stressed from all that happened. Of course, that is completely understandable. No need to apologize. So how long does this cycle of horn peeling off take? Well, if I had to convert it into the time measured in this realm, it would be around 12 of your years. You're 50 years old? No, wait, you've lived here that long. How old are you? In a couple of months, I will finish my 9th cycle. But please, do not be mistaken. For unicorns, it is quite a young age. Dude, wait, math time. Okay, so 9th cycle. So it's 12 years a cycle. So 9th. Oh my! Dude, he's old. I don't understand. As I try to wrap my head around the fact that the dude next to me is in fact over 100 years old. Wait, and Grandpa took care of him? How little do I know about my own family? How do you like the manor so far, dear Alan? Oh, Alan. Oh, how I long to call you by your name. Theodore has told me so much about you. I cannot believe that I was able to finally meet you. Such happiness, such bliss. Dude, get out. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I did not mean to make you uncomfortable. Yeah, you're making me uncomfortable. It's okay. I'm glad at least someone is happy to see me. And to answer your question, the mansion is lovely, but it has a significant lack of grandfathers. My apologies. I did not want to remind you of your unfortunate situation again. It has to be extremely difficult to travel towards hopes and dreams only to find out it all was but an illusion. Dude, what's with the drama? Oh no, I'm terribly sorry. My intention was only to relieve your sadness, not to aggravate it. It's okay. This time I was only joking. That was a bad joke. Okay, so let's make him feel not bad. Okay, let's go for this one. Sorry. Oh, I see. Nay, I'm sure it was a splendid joke. I have much yet to learn about humans. Here's the entrance to your room, dear Ellen. I shall leave you now. Please make yourself at home. Before I can say anything, he turns and walks away much faster than on our way here. He almost runs. I sigh. He tried to be welcoming, and I didn't make it easy. Ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, my superb people skills in action. I open the door to my new room. Oh, that's such a cute room! I love it! Look at the teddy bear! Look, let's have a look at the room. Oh my god, there's like Christmas stuff there. There are like Christmas socks there. Why is there a Christmas? Oh, look, the wizard. It's like Merlin. Merlin is sitting there. What's Merlin doing there? Hi, Merlin. They're all kinds. You know what? This reminds me of, I play a lot of hidden object games. This really reminds me of hidden object games. But let's get back to the story. I drop my backpack to the floor and look around. It is a weird mix of miscellaneous objects. The plants are made of plastic. The single one is the cactus. It's like something new. It's the only thing that could survive in my room. Yeah, I have the same thing. I hear a wind chime. It's attached to the window on the right. Oh. Whenever I hear a wind chime, I think about my parents. I don't remember their faces, but that sound. We must have had one of those. Someone put a picture of my aunt and uncle on the fireplace. I'm there too, just much younger. We look so stiff, like we can't wait to stop touching. A couple of things seemed out of place, like a Christmas stocking or a creepy portrait of an old wizard. Wait, is that my grandpa? I hope not. Hanging a painting of himself in my room would be weird. Yeah, it would be. Why did he invite me? If he's not even here. They said he was missing. If he is a wizard, he might as well have been attacked and kidnapped by some supernatural being. sucked away to some other dimension. It's not like I came here to live with him, but still, why do I feel this way? I didn't expect anything from him. Family that actually cares about me. I gave up on that a long time ago. Didn't I? I sigh and look at the bed. Hi, Teddy. Long time no see. I had the exact same plush when I was a kid, but dressed differently. My aunt said my parents gave him to me. As I hug the bear, I smell home. On the desk, there are things I'm not too familiar with. Most of the jars are unlabeled, and those that are don't tell me anything useful. There's also a crystal ball with a button on the stand. I press it, not expecting anything, but it glows with a foggy white light. Oh, it's like the magic mixies. It's a magic mixie ball. Crystal ball. Oh, the crystal ball talks. Okay, wait. Let's do a voice for the crystal ball. The great pain awaits thee, if thou is not willing to focus and see. What? What pain? I need more information. I take a step back and trip over one of the glass thingies on the floor. I fall on my behindy for the third time this day, but now I also hit the back of my head. Ugh, who would leave something there? For all your life, don't make a foe, but thou must admit, I told you so. Are you serious? Silence. Then I hear knocking. Give me a second, I'm coming. It's not a good time. Couldn't it wait? Okay. Oh, which one am I gonna push? I don't know. You're gonna see that in the next video because I'm gonna stop here. Well, what did you think of this new visual novel BL? It started off quite heavily censored. I'm sorry about that. I just couldn't show it, right? So, and I had to censor a lot of swear words. It's interesting. That's the only thing I can say. It's interesting. I'm very confused. I'm also very curious to find out what's going to happen. So yeah, if you want to see the not safe for work parts, then go buy this game, right? Because, you know, supporting creators is the most important thing. And yeah, if you want to see more of my bad voice acting and being all cringy, then yeah, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. And we say, as always, miss you, love you, bye!